Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're doing a yarn haul. It's my first yarn haul of 2024. That's not to say I haven't been buying yarn. I know you've probably seen a few acquisitions come through on my podcast episodes, but I finally have enough yarn here that I haven't shown you yet that I'm going to do a yarn haul and a few little Notion things. So if that sounds good to you, don't forget to give this video a big like. Let me know if you've been doing some yarn shopping down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. So let's hop into it. So I almost forgot I was going to show you guys these. I ordered some new Ofire Co. hooks because she was having a 15% off like spring sale, and so I got some new sizes. So I did reorder a 6.5K because I have not been vibing with my orange one for some reason. I know I'll loop back around to it, but it's probably just because, like, to me orange is not very much a spring color, because that's the November like birthstone hook that she has. So this one is Alexandrite. And then I got a 10mm N. This one is in the sapphire colorway. Then I got a 4.5mm in the diamond, which is always sold out. So this is called a G+, and then this one is a G. So this is just 4mm, and this is in the amethyst colorway. If you are interested in purchasing any of these hooks, I use them all the time in crocheting. They have these nice fat handles that just feel so good in your hands. They are priced so well. They're around $16 per hook, which if you've looked into other resin hooks, that is a steal. It is an absolute steal. She's always restocking every single color, so if the what you want is not in stock now, it probably will be very, very soon. Yeah, these are my brand new crochet hooks and I love them so much. Now getting on into the yarn, a lot of these actually already have projects associated with them, so as we go through I will show you the projects as well. The thing I think I was most excited for before I got this other yarn that I'm also very excited about. The Red Heart Granny Square all-in-one yarns are finally at Walmart. Like Walmart, Joann's, and I can't remember where else, but I remember I got these at my local Walmart and I am absolutely obsessed with them. So I got the colorways. This one is Aran Warm Wheat. This is Soft White Hot Stuff. And then this one is Soft White Citrus Twist. And so I do have some granny squares associated with these. So here's the Hot Stuff one, which I've kind of been calling summer berries because it reminds me of strawberries. Here's the Citrus Twist. And then my best friend did buy 2 skeins so that I could make her some stuff. So I've already used up both the skeins of that. So I can't remember what this one is called, but it just reminds me of like, it reminds me of little like hydrangea flowers, like the blue ones. I also made a project with the Hot Stuff squares. I am just so obsessed with these red colorways. I didn't realize that making a granny stitch or a granny square bag with 13 was going to be this big. I threw some library books in it to return them today, and she's huge. I did not think that this was going to be this big. I'm probably going to use it more of like a beach bag for the summertime when I go, throw some yarn in there, my beach towel and sunscreen, and call it a day. But these are just 100% acrylic yarn. One ball is supposed to make around 14 granny squares, and it has 417 yards in it. They recommend using a 5.5mm crochet hook, but as I've seen online, some people say that they prefer a 6 or a 6.5, so you really just gotta kind of play around with the tension, see what works for you. As you can tell with some of mine, Sometimes the color drags up a little bit. That doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers other people, so like I said, you just kind of got to play around with what works for you. Next, I got 2 of these Ice Cream Big Scoop yarns from Lion Brand. And these are in the colorway Tutti Frutti. They call for an H5mm crochet hook. And what I'm doing with this, because I saw it on Instagram and I can just never see something and appreciate it, I need to also have it for myself, is a star blanket. Well, because I've seen this colorway before and I honestly hate it in the skein. I think that it looks so kitschy and I'm not a fan of it in the skein. But I saw someone else on Instagram do the entire like 6-day star blanket in this colorway and I was like, I need that. I need that in my life. The 6-day star pattern is a free pattern by Betty McKnits on Instagram. She has it available on her blog. And yeah, it's taken me longer than 6 days because this isn't the only project I'm working on, but yeah, so I got 2 of those. And then I had to get a skein of Super Saver, Red Heart Super Saver in soft white so that I could like join granny squares together. Nothing too much to say on that. And then I did get 2 of these Loops and Threads Ombre Hues polyester blend, and I'm making a cropped cardigan for the summertime. This is one of the front panels, and I got this beautiful, just like, it kind of reminds me of like a pastel bisexual flag because it's pink, purple, and blue. So yeah, I'm just doing a little mesh stitch on there because if I were to do like full double crochet or, you know, anything smaller, polyester doesn't really breathe that well. I am using a very small hook for this. Okay, so I'm using just a regular G hook, but I am using the Prim one. I've had this hook for a while, so I don't know why I feel the need to show it off. But yeah, so that one, I have 2 of them. They come with 426 yards. So I have around 850 yards of this. I think that'll be enough. Even if it's not a full sleeve cardigan, I'm thinking I could do just like a little cap sleeve something, because I have a lot of like black mini dresses that I like wearing all year round. So like we'll go for like a little bit of a pastel-y emo going on. So it's kind of what we're thinking with that. These next ones, I haven't started any projects with any of them because I did just get them this past weekend when I went to Sioux Falls because it was local yarn store day. And then I did have to pick up something else for project for one of my other best friend's birthdays. So I have my best friend that I live with, and she's a Sagittarius, her birthday's in December, and then my other 2 like best friends in the whole world are both Tauruses. So I love May. So we got a little Joann's haul. So I'm just gonna start pulling stuff out of here. So I got a cone of Lily Sugar and Cream in the colorway yellow, and then I got 3 extra skeins of it because I'm going to be making a mesh cardigan for one of my best friend's birthdays coming up here in May. She like sent me a photo of this beautiful mesh cardigan. She's like, "Can you make me this?" I was like, yeah, I can make you that. And now I've been obsessed with making one for myself. As you'll see, I bought some yarn for myself to make one. But yeah, so I'm sure, I mean, this yarn is so popular. Lily Sugar and Cream, this is the super size. It comes with 190 yards, and I really like this yarn. It is just so sturdy. Feels good on the body too. Like, I have made a few garments. Some people say that it's scratchy. I don't mind it that much, so to each their own on that one. The next one is 4 skeins of the Lion Brand Basic Stitch Thick and Quick Antimicrobial yarn in the colorway Hazelwood. And I got these because, so something new for the best friend that I live with is she has started collecting stuffed animals, but she's not the kind of girl who's gonna like put them on her bed. So they've just been sitting on her desk and slowly taking it over. So I was like, well, what if I made you a little like hanging thing for your stuffed animals? She's like, yes. So I'm gonna make her a little stuffy hammock. And this is the yarn that she picked out. This is a bulky weight 5 yarn. Calls for an N 9mm crochet hook. And it's just going to be like a big mesh triangle that we can then take some command hooks and like put them on there. She doesn't have that many, so I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. It's really interesting. I don't understand how like a yarn can be antimicrobial. So it's pet friendly, anti-allergen stitching, long-lasting freshness for your products while preventing odor, bacteria, and allergens. I really don't know what that means, because like, is it kind of like in the way that people who do Casetify sponsorships say that it's like it just has an antimicrobial coating? Like, I still don't know what that means. What does that mean? Like, would it come off if I wash this in the washing machine? Anyway, I don't know, it feels nice. It's interesting that it's like a weight 5. I would call this like a 4+, if I'm being super honest. But yeah, I mean, it's just gonna go into like a big mesh triangle, and that's that. How many yards comes in this? Yeah, there's only 87 yards per little ball that I got here. So, I don't know. And then the last two, I'm so excited. I'm gonna be making another hexagon cardigan. I have my rainbow one that I made a while ago. It was with the Liam Brand Yarns Mandala bonus bundle, and I've been eyeing this one for a while. It just gives me like Jack Frost vibes. It's in the colorway Spirit. This calls for a 5mm crochet hook, and it comes with 1,181 yards. My plan, I will probably use a 5.5. That's what I used for the other one, and it worked out super well. But yeah, I am super excited about these ones. I think I said it's in the colorway Spirit, and it just reminds me of, in addition to the Jack Frost, it also kind of reminds me of like Spirit World from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So yeah. And now we're gonna get on to the super expensive yarns. Okay, so like I said, it was local yarn store day, and my best friend loves just being like, will you make me this? Will you make me this? And I'm like, yes, I will. And so she bought some yarn for me to make her stuff. And I know that some people are very against like oh, if I buy the yarn, will you make this for me? I'm against it most of the time too, but because it is my best friend, and I don't know, it's just different. It's different when it's like someone who's so close to you. Everyone always has their exceptions. She is mine. So she wants a mesh cardigan, kind of like what I was talking about earlier. And she fell in love with this Madeline Tosh DK 100% superwash merino in the colorway Rebel Rainbow. The most beautiful purple I think I've ever seen. I'm so excited to get started on making one of these for her with such beautiful yarn. I realized I love crocheting with hand-dyed yarn. I want to do it more often. I just realized I need to make more money. I need to somehow become a rich girl or marry a rich man who will buy me nice yarn. But yeah, I'm so excited to get started on this. So I just need to cake them up. Specs on this, it is a weight 3 light, 225 yards, and it does call for a 4 to 4.5mm knitting needle. I will probably use a 4.5mm crochet hook for this. Just because I am doing a mesh cardigan with it, I do want it to have a little bit more of that open gauge. Maybe I might even use a 5, but I'll have to like kind of swatch and play around with it a little bit because it will be more of like a free-handed type thing. And she also wants a like boomerang shawl. So I'll have to kind of bring up some patterns and be like, what do you think of this? But Wonderland Yarns had this beautiful fingering weight. It's confetti in the colorway Berry Cupcake. And I don't know if you can see, it just has the slightest little sparkle, and it has these little nubbins on it. Just the most beautiful thing. It also looks like almost loosely spun. I don't know, but I'm obsessed with it. And I'm so excited to be able to make her a shawl with it. So yeah, those are the ones that my best friend bought for me to make her stuff. And then these next ones are ones I bought for myself to make stuff for myself. So in the spirit of mesh cardigans that I just cannot seem to get out of my head, which is so funny because like I am not a girly pop who does paneled garments. I am a top down in the round girl. But I might be a changed woman this summer. I don't know. Might be more reformed. I don't know. But that was so stupid. I got 4 cakes of these Botanica 100% organic cotton by Cascades yarn. This I don't think has a colorway. It is a weight 2 fine yarn, comes with 328 yards and calls for a 3.25 to 3.75 millimeter knitting needle. Oh, okay, so the colorway is red wine speckle, and I'll probably use a 4 millimeter crochet hook with this, if not a 4-5, and this is 100% organic cotton. So I had taken a little bit of time to look over the website for Prairie Road Yarn. If you are ever going through the Dakotas and you go through Sioux Falls and you are a knitter, crocheter, what have you, go to Prairie Road Yarn. I am so serious. Jane Taylor, the one who owns that store, is just the nicest woman. She's so knowledgeable on all things fiber. She's a knitter at heart, but very much still loves the people who crochet. I am one of them. But yeah, I walked in the store looking for these, and I didn't realize how small they were going to be because I clearly didn't look at the specs online. But I'm so excited. I can just imagine this looking like the most dainty, beautiful thing in the world. And I'm so excited. I just need to get started on it. But as you can see, I've got a lot of yarn, and I just can't stop starting projects. And then this last one, if you can believe it, anyone want to guess what I bought this for? Anyone? A mesh cardigan. So these are Malabrigo Arroyo DK Sport in the colorway Seahorse. I got 4 skeins of this, and the way in which I am in love with this colorway. So specs on this, it has 335 yards, it is 100% superwash merino wool, and it calls for a 3.5 to 4 millimeter knitting needle. I mean, I plan on crocheting with it because, like I said, I'm obsessed with crocheting with hand-dyed yarn now. But the way in which this, so I think I said the colorway is Seahorse, and it reminds me of the ocean, but it also reminds me of like birds. And I mean, I work with chickens, so it shouldn't be any surprise that I like birds, I guess. But me and my friends had this inside joke recently because I said I felt like a birds of paradise one time. My best friend went, "What does that mean?" I don't know. You ever just feel flamboyant like a birds of paradise? But it just like reminds me of like robin's eggs and little like blue jays, but also the ocean. And I'm just so excited for this yarn. I'm so excited for all of this yarn. Did I go over, what's the word? Because I tried to do this thing where I, like every 7 skeins of yarn, then I get to buy 1. Oh yeah, I went over. Like I had none banked, nothing. But I've been working on a lot of big projects recently, and like I used to have so many like little half skeins that I was using. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying. That's all I can say, is that I'm genuinely trying to like not buy a ton of yarn. But then I go and buy a ton of yarn. But I mean, think about all the times I didn't buy all that yarn. Think about all the times that I didn't. And then the last thing I did get was from Knitter's Pride. I got a 12 millimeter crochet hook. This thing is such a chonk. Can you see that? Because I found this pattern online that I probably will end up purchasing for a like Sherpa tote that somebody had made. And she like created a whole pattern for it and stuff, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. And she did it with weight 7 yarn held with acrylic, And I don't have a 12mm crochet hook. I've never had a reason to need one. So I was like, I think it's time I have one. Just in case, because I know that when I want to make it, which will probably be this winter, because I think I'll probably make a couple for like Christmas presents and stuff. Because her whole thing was like, oh, it doesn't stretch. And I'm like, that's wild. I need to make one of these. But as coming into the summer using blanket yarn and stuff, it's not going to be as much fun. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This yarn haul was so long, but I know I love long hauls. Hopefully you also love long hauls. So let me know what yarn you've been super interested in for the summer, and if you're gonna purchase it or not, or if you're trying to hold strong to your yarn buying ban. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.